Have you ever found yourself maybe reading the Bible and just completely drawing a blank on a specific chapter and verse?
Oh, absolutely. I think that's a really common thing for a lot of people.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, with what, thousands of chapters, over 31,000 verses, those numbers just kind of blur together, don't they? They feel so abstract.
Totally. It's hard to get a handle on them.
Well, today you're doing a deep dive into something pretty fascinating that tackles this head-on, the joy number system.
Ah, yes. I've looked into this. It's quite an ingenious approach.
It really is. And while, it was first designed for Bible verses, the memory principles behind it, they're universal. Anyone could potentially use something like this.
It works by turning those abstract numbers into memorable images. Uses, I think, 100 objects in 100 places.
Exactly. To link with keywords, chapters, verses, all in the name says it, a joyful way. And our mission today is really to explore the logic behind it. Like, how are the categories set up? And then we really want to zero in on the 60s and 70s range.
Okay, see how it assigns images specifically in that block.
Right. And just so you know, all our insights today are coming straight from the source, excerpts from the joy number system document itself.
Good stuff. Ready to unpack it.
Let's do it. Okay, so first, let's unpack a really foundational idea here. It starts with something called alt numbers.
Right. The alternates, 1 through 9.
Yeah. And these are initially set up as specific places, like landmarks you can picture. But here's where it gets really clever, I think. These single-digit alt numbers, they get expanded to create the main themes for whole decades of numbers. The 10s, 20s, 30s, and so on.
Ah, I see. So one place sort of seeds the theme for 10 numbers.
Exactly. So, for instance, alt 1 is an oak tree. Picture that.
Okay, got it. An oak tree.
That becomes the theme for the whole 10s decade. The house, you imagine an oak tree in the house, maybe.
Interesting connection.
And alt 2, which is a pond. Well, that stands into the theme to the 20s. A ranch. Makes sense, right? Pond on a ranch.
Yeah, that follows.
Alt 3 is a mountain, and that gives us the theme for the 30s. Camping.
Mountain camping checks out.
Then alt 4, a school, naturally leads to the 40s theme. School, that was pretty direct. And alt 5 is a pier, which logically becomes the theme for the 50s, the beach.
You know, what's really fascinating here is how this builds such a coherent structure. It's an interconnected framework for memory.
Right. It's not just random pairings.
No, exactly. You're not trying to memorize lists of disconnected numbers. This system groups them into these, familiar, vivid environments.
Like mental neighborhoods.
Precisely. It helps prevent that feeling of just being overloaded with information because each set of numbers has a sort of logical visual home.
That makes so much sense. Okay, so if we're focusing on the 60s and 70s today, what are the alt numbers and themes driving those?
Right. So for the numbers we're diving into, alt 6, which starts as a market.
Okay, a market.
That leads directly to the theme for the 60s, the shopping mall.
Market expands to shopping mall.
Got it. And alt 7, which is a street light that provides the theme for the 70s, the city.
Streetlight, city. Okay. Yeah, you can see the connections.
And understanding this underlying logic, this theme generation, it really helps you, the listener, kind of grasp the elegance of the system. You see the method behind it and how powerful it could be for memorization.
It moves from seeming random to feeling quite systematic.
Exactly.
Okay, great. So now that we've got the big picture of theme generation, let's zoom right in. Let's look at how this applies to specific numbers, starting with the 60s. And the theme, as you said, is the shopping mall.
Yes, lesson 9 in the system focuses on this.
And this is where it gets really creative, I think, because each number, 60 through 69, it pairs an alt number, which is now a specific spot inside the mall.
Like a store or a feature within the mall.
Right, with a basic number, which is an object you'd find there.
Okay, location plus object.
Yeah. And crucially, many of these objects, these basic numbers, are chosen based on what the system calls a simple principle.
Ah, like a rule for picking the object.
Exactly. Like maybe it looks like the number's shape, or it's an animal, or it has a certain quality like being sharp or shiny.
Interesting. So there are little sub-rules guiding the image choices.
Let's walk through some examples from the 60s so you can see how this plays out. It's pretty neat.
Okay, let's hear.
All right, for 60, the location is the cashier. The object, a paper bag, kind of representing the whole shopping experience, maybe.
Makes sense. Cashier, paper bag, very mall-centric.
Then for 61, the location is the gallery in the mall. The object is a brush.
Okay, gallery. Brush. Why a brush?
Here's that principle.
Yeah.
The brush is chosen because it kind of looks like a 1. That tall, thin shape evokes the 1 in 61.
Whatever, a visual shape association. I like that.
Then number 62. Location, the pharmacy. Object, a gorilla.
A gorilla at the pharmacy. That's memorable.
Definitely memorable. And the principle, simple, it's an animal. So 2s often get animals.
Okay, so 62, pharmacy, animal, gorilla. Got it.
How about 65? Location is the fish market. The object is a lobster.
Fish market, lobster. Seems fitting. Is there a principle?
Yep. The lobster is chosen because it has a sharp quality claws. Shell, maybe?
Huh. Sharp quality for 5s. Interesting.
And one more, 69. Location, the hair salon. Object, a mirror.
Hair salon, mirror. Makes perfect sense. And the principle...
Reflects the 9 shape, apparently. You know, the round part in the stem.
Ah, I can see that. Round top, straight line down, like a 9. Okay. And the system does this for all the 60s numbers.
Yeah, similar kinds of connections using principles like round shapes for 6s, like a pear at the fruit store for 66, or shiny things for 7s, like a ring at the jewelry store for 67, or things with an 8 shape, like ice cream at a patio table for 68. 63, flower shop, sunflower 64, appliance store, TV. It builds this whole visual scene within the mall.
You know, if we connect this back to the bigger picture, anchoring these abstract numbers to really specific, vivid spots within a theme you already know, like a shopping mall, that makes a huge difference.
That was it.
Well, your brain probably already has a shopping mall map, right? A schema. So slotting this new information, the number linked to a location and object into that existing structure, it's way more efficient than trying to create a whole new mental category for each number.
Right, you're using existing mental furniture.
Exactly. The numbers become much more concrete. They become easier to recall because you're not just remembering 65. You're remembering the feeling, the image of seeing a lobster at the fish counter in the mall. It becomes a little story, a scene.
I can definitely see how that would make things stick much better. Okay, so that's the shopping mall for the 60s. Let's smoothly transition now to the next set, the 70s. Lesson 10 introduces the city theme for numbers 70 through 79.
Okay, moving from the mall out into the city.
Right. And it uses the exact same structure we just talked about. You've got an alt number, which is a city location, paired with a basic number and object found there.
And presumably using those same kinds of simple principles for choosing the objects.
You got it. Consistency is key here. Let's look at a few city connections.
Okay.
For 70, the location is the bus stop. The object is a cell phone. Maybe someone waiting for the bus is using one.
Okay, bus stop, cell phone, plausible.
At 71, location, utility pole, object, a hammer.
Utility pole, hammer. Let me guess, the 1 shape again?
Bingo. Chosen for its 1 shape.
Good, okay. Keeping it consistent.
For 72, location, the bank, object, a pig.
Bank, pig. Ah, the animal principle for 2s again, like the gorilla.
Exactly. Piggy bang association maybe, but the core rule is animal.
Right. Makes it easy to predict almost.
Let's jump to 74. Location, mailbox, object, a letter.
Mailbox, letter. Obvious connection. What's the principle?
The square shape. A letter is often rectangular or squarish.
Ah, okay. Like the TV for 64 in the appliance store. Square shapes for 4s.
You're getting the hang of it. And one more. 79. Location, airport, object, airplane.
Airport, airplane. That one seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and the principle given is that it flies.
Okay, so 9s can be things that fly. Interesting. And again, this covers 70 through 79.
Yes, with similar logic. Like 73 uses a chef at a restaurant, 3 shape. 75 uses a saw near a cactus, sharp quality. 76, a ladybug at a fountain, round shape. 77, a flashlight near a crane, shine size. And 78, a movie camera on a bridge, 8 shape.
You know, this really highlights the creativity involved in picking these images, but also the importance of sticking to those basic principles.
Right, but it's framework.
Exactly. Even though the objects really varied, hammer, pig, letter, airplane, having these consistent rules like shapes or characteristics or animal types, it simplifies the whole memorization process. It gives you a logical hook for each number, making the system feel intuitive once you understand those core ideas.
Yeah, the creativity makes it memorable, but the structure makes it learnable.
Well put.
So, stepping back, what does this all mean for you listening in? I think this system really shows how you can transform something abstract and honestly often daunting, like remembering numbers, into something visual, almost like telling yourself a story. Each number gets its own little scene.
It's a fantastic illustration of how mnemonic devices work. It leverages things like the method of loci, the memory palace idea, giving each number a specific place.
Right, the mall location, the city spot.
Exactly. And it uses dual coding pairing the abstract number with a concrete image. That combination makes information stick in your mind much, much better.
And it's not just about Bible verses, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, that was the original goal, but the technique itself.
Oh, absolutely not. This is a fundamental memory hack. You could adapt this kind of thinking for remembering historical dates, phone numbers, lists, scientific data, anything involving numbers or sequences you need to lock down.
So really, this deep dive has given you a kind of shortcut to understanding a really clever and comprehensive way to approach memory, turning that potential confusion around numbers into a structured visual journey.
It demystifies a powerful memory technique.
Definitely. So here's maybe a final thought to leave you with. As you go about your day-to-day, maybe look at your own familiar places.
Interesting idea.
Yeah, think about your home or your commute, maybe your office. How could you transform those everyday environments into your own personalized mnemonic system?
Like mapping information onto your daily routine.
Exactly. What specific objects and places would you pick in your world? And what simple principles, like shapes or colors or functions, could you use to connect them to whatever abstract information you need to remember?
That's a great takeaway. Turning your own world into a memory palace.
Something to ponder.